The sun had barely risen over the quiet village of Dharmapur when little Arya tugged at her father's sleeve. "Baba, will God ever hear you, Ace?" she whispered, eyes wide like dew-kissed marigolds. Raghav looked down at the cracked soil beneath his feet. For 3 years the monsoon had betrayed them. Once golden fields of bajra now lay barren, and the village well coughed up more mud than water. Livestock had grown thinner, hopes thinner still. He forced a smile for his daughter. "God hears even the quietest whisper," he said, but deep inside, doubt gnawed at him like termites in old wood. That afternoon, the village gathered under the banyan tree. The Sarpanch announced what everyone already feared. "If we don't get rain in a week, we may all have to leave our homes. There is no more grain in reserve." A gasp spread through the crowd. Leave Dharmapur? Leave the land their ancestors had tended for generations? Arya tugged at Raghav again. "Baba, can't we pray?" Before he could answer, an elderly woman emerged from the crowd, Dadi Shanti, the oldest soul in the village, the one who had seen more seasons than anyone else. "Children," she said, her voice like a cracked but sacred temple bell, "God's plan is never wrong. But sometimes He moves only when we move first." She raised her trembling hand. "Tomorrow at sunrise, we will pray on the hill. All of you, Ace." With faith strong enough to break the sky open. Some scoffed, some shrugged, but something in her conviction lit a spark in the villagers, perhaps the final spark they had left. The next morning, the villagers climbed the old hill, their feet dusty, their hearts heavier than their steps. Raghav carried Arya on his shoulders. When they reached the top, Dadi Shanti folded her palms and began to pray, soft at first, then louder, until the hill itself seemed to hum. Voices joined her, men, women, children, all lifting their fears, hopes, and broken dreams into the vast morning sky. Minutes passed. Then an hour. The sun climbed higher, merciless as ever. When the heat grew unbearable, people began to drift away. Raghav himself felt foolish. What were they expecting? That clouds would appear out of thin air? Arya looked up at him, her eyes moist. "Baba, do you think God forgot?" He knelt beside her and held her tiny hands. "No, Betty, God never forgets. Maybe He's just..." A sudden gust of wind cut him off. The banyan leaves on the hill began to tremble. The sky, moments ago clear, started gathering patches of grey, as if someone were painting clouds with invisible strokes. A low rumble rolled across the land. Gasps spread. Children squealed. Old Dadi Shanti stood tall, tears streaming down her wrinkled cheeks. Within minutes, the heavens cracked open. Rain, real, heavy, roaring rain, poured onto Dharmapur. Onto the cracked soil, onto the empty fields, onto every heart starving for hope. Villagers laughed, cried, danced, fell to their knees. Arya spun in circles, hands open to the sky. "Baba. God didn't forget. God didn't forget." Raghav closed his eyes as the rain washed over him. "No," he whispered. "He never does. We just forget to trust."